It's Chris Fire.
Chris Bowling. What up, CB?
CB squared is what you
CB
should say. We're
squared.
here this
Sorry,
morning.
man.
So I know we've talked a lot about pharmacy costs, and I mean that's been a topic you and I've continued to talk about over the last 6 years. Wanted to touch on what we're seeing in the pipeline for gene and cell therapy.
Ooh,
These are
brutal.
the multi hundreds of thousands, if not multi-million dollar drugs that should cure crazy diseases maybe in one shot, but are highly disruptive to the stop loss and self-funded market, as well as our fully insured clients.
Yeah.
Um, and I think, as we've said, it's great. People are getting the care they need. There's opportunities to get better. I don't know how health plans are going to be able to weather the storm of these claims if somebody does need it.
No,
You and I mean, have we seen these coming, at least coming through with our clients?
so
I think a
most
couple
of
have.
most of our self-funded health plans, the ones that we can exclude these drugs, and we have had two of them go through prior auth, and thank goodness they were on clients that we exclude them. And
Yep.
that, good and bad.
Yep.
Bad, we don't cover them. Good, but it really opened up the door for that patient to receive these drugs through a different source, not through the health plan.
Correct. Yeah.
But one of them was the $3 million drug, and it would have
Correct.
imploded that employer's health plan. Now,
Yeah.
you and I've talked about this. You can buy stop loss contracts that have a specific gene therapy writer that can help pay for those, but it's still hitting the plan.
Yep.
It's still going to have a dramatic impact on your premiums.
Well, as I look at just some of the numbers that we were reviewing, I think as of this was last summer, but there were 34 FDA approved drugs coming to the US market already, and 60 that are in process to be approved between now and 2030.
Yeah,
So 34 in place as of last summer, 60 in the pipeline. But
yeah.
as I'm looking at these numbers, I mean, it's
Oh,
3 million plus for a one-time treatment for a illness that has no therapies, another one that's
right.
750,000, another 3 million, another 3 million. I mean, it's technology is definitely improving. And I think the intent of all these is fix the issue one time. But if
Yeah,
that's the one time that you have a $3 million drug hit your plan, are you going to recover? Versus some that maybe it's 200 grand a year for treatment over the long term. That's just more manageable, even though
right,
it's certainly not an
right.
inexpensive cost over time.
Well, you and I are already hearing, and we have been hearing for the last 3 months, be prepared. The reinsurance industry has really struggled in 25. It's been worse in 26, and expect way
Yeah.
bigger increases on your reinsurance premiums. And it's all coming back to these drugs,
Yeah.
or maybe it's not a gene therapy drug, but it's a cancer drug that's 700 grand. It's
Yeah.
so we are feeling it, not specifically around cell or gene therapy, but this is the one that scares us both. But there's so many things out there impacting stop loss contracts today.
Yeah.
What's funny, Chris, is Saturday I was with a friend. She works for a bit for one of the pharmaceutical companies that's all they do is gene, CAR T,
Wow.
and
Yeah.
orphan drugs. And her and I got into a debate. It remained friendly, but it was, well, but these are one-time use, And I said, okay, but you tell me, was the first iPhone better than the ones we buy today? She's like, no. I said, well, that's our problem about gene therapy. Once you manipulate the gene, if
You're
there's a
done.
new drug that comes out, you can't take it because you've already manipulated your gene. It's the
Yeah.
only thing that her and I ever agreed on during this entire conversation
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
it's just, you know, the first phase of these drugs are life-changing, but what's the next phase look like,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Is it better? Does it have better lasting impact? And is it less costly? I mean, $3 million out the gate is first run. I mean, we see that it may not be that big, but we've seen that with other specialty
mhm,
medications. They start
yeah,
at, 300 grand, they get down to 80, they have a biosimilar.
yeah.
Lots to come, but just as you're thinking through the future, this is a big reason why we're seeing stop loss increases where they are again this year.
Mitigate your risk. That's all we can say, right?
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Thanks for
Thanks,
sharing.
CB. Good to see
All
you.
right. We'll see you, buddy.
Bye bye.